If you missed the Bitcoin short, this video is for you. My first question is, are you not entertained? And I know you might be looking at this and either you have been following the channel and you actually have been getting into these short positions that I've been screaming that I'm gonna do, or you're just looking at it and you're like, holy shit, I followed some idiot. I didn't have the bell notifications on the 100x Club. I didn't follow the subscribe and I missed it. And how do I get back into a short? How do I get into a short? Because the risk reward now is pretty screwed. So this video is for either of you, whoever is in the short and wants to maximize it, and for those of you who are not in the short yet, but are looking to enter because we are going much lower. If you don't know who I am, my name is 𝗙𝗢𝗊. I do these updates. For example, I have not seen this pattern since the October top. I made this video up here and I posted about it. If you just look back here, I posted about the fact that the Bitcoin top is in again. I explained to you, this is the short position. You can even see it here, the same short position that I have open. So subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notifications on, and join into the 40,247 subscribers. Let's go. A couple of things. I actually have opened a long position here. I closed 40% on my my shorts. This is up about 5,700. This is about 5,300. This is about 8,000. So I closed these on the prop firm, and the reason why I did is because there is a market structure shift. Now, yesterday I told you in this video, I said the most important Bitcoin trade update this week. The reason was because we've been bleeding badly and there was no 15-minute market structure shift to higher high forming. A higher high usually means that there is some kind of reversal happening on the lower time frame, right? So I want to talk to you about why I have opened. This was the 15-minute market structure top yesterday, what I said we should close above. And I said the ultimate thing would be that we come down into this gray box, the order block, and show a 15-minute market structure shift, which did happen. So I want to tell you exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing, what I'm doing. Higher time frame. On the higher time frame, nothing changed. There is a clear daily structure change. If you have not watched the video that I was talking about, it's going to be up here. Please watch it afterwards. It's very, very important. The same pattern we've seen in October, the exact same pattern, and that basically played out. There was a wick and there was a close. This is what we shorted, and then it's just all the way down. But at some point, there has to be some kind of reversal. So if you look at, I mean, maybe not, but if you look at this and there's a little bit and then this and there's a little bit and then there's this. So there was a dump, a little bit, dump. I would expect a little bit of a retrace, right? Especially because we are down at a daily order block and a weekly order block. Now, very important. These levels are not strong levels. A lot of people will say, oh my God, support zone here, level what? These are not strong levels, and the reason is because the only way to consider these levels strong levels, or any order block a strong level for that matter, is if it closes above a previous high. Now that did not happen here. Therefore, this level didn't have enough strength to close above a previous high. Therefore, this level is weak, okay? But that does not mean that this level cannot serve as a great bounce to trap retail traders who have no idea what the fuck they're doing, right? So the way to do this is to have a little bit of a push, usually to a 1 hour equilibrium, which is about 50%. So I would be looking at a 70,000-ish region for a bounce. Now for me to say, okay, there is potentially a bounce happening here, I need to see a 15-minute market structure shift, right? A 15-minute higher high. And now I'm gonna go down onto the lower time frame in a second. Just finishing this up, sub 60,000, no questions. This level won't hold. We might have a little bit of bounce on the higher time frame and then we go sub 60,000, possibly sub 50. So that's the higher time frame. On the lower time frame, the reason why I closed 40% of my positions is because this can start retracing. I mean, even if you look at the higher time frame and you see that this we can go back all the way to 74,000 and still be extremely bearish. This can bounce 10% on whatever news we have or whatever, and still be extremely bearish because that would be nothing else but a retrace on the 50% up here at around $72,000, right? So ultimately, there is no reason for me to worry about this going and turning against me. Therefore, I'm not even moving my stop loss. But I do believe that there can be a rally. Lower time frame. On the 15-minute chart, all I want to see is a 15-minute market structure shift. One, there is at least 3 consecutive candles on this pump. Therefore, this level here is a strong demand zone. What did I say? A strong OB, a strong order block, is defined by multiple things, but one of the things is that it breaks below or above the previous strong high, right? So this was the low, and it obliterated that low. So you see here the same thing. Here, there was no obliteration here. There's no low form. And then there are no 3 consecutive candles. So this is the first level where there is 3 consecutive candles. Therefore, there is strength to the opposite direction of the trend. And after there is 3 consecutive candles, there is a close above that level, even though this level, this high was able to close below the previous low and make a new low. From there on, there is a V-shaped recovery, so this signals that there is going to be some kind of a push here. I want to be very, very clear. This is a scalp. I'm not marrying it. I'm not calling for 75,000. I'm not calling for all-time highs. I'm just saying, hey guys, I do believe that there can be a reversal. I closed $20,000 worth of short. I'm not actually $20,000 worth of shorts were. I closed 40% of that, and I'm looking for entry on the higher prices, right? So here, one of the trades that I am taking with a small size is a scalp position, which is, you know, we'll see how high it goes, but probably I'm going to close around 69, 70,000 region. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm even closing it in a loss. We'll see how the market reacts. I like what I see. If I go down to the 5 minute, I like what I see. There is a close above there. There's accumulation happening here. Possibly can come back to the 50% at 60, 6,000, whatever, and then move on from there. So what I'm looking for though is once that push happens towards this 70,000 region, which is the hourly equilibrium, the hourly daily level up here, the hourly daily 50% around 69,800-ish. Once that happens, all I'm gonna do is immediately close my long positions and look for a lower low on the 15-minute chart and simply start adding into the position with a stop loss still above the daily high or at least above the 4-hour up here at 74,224, right? So that's all I gotta do. Now I just have to follow. The worst thing you can do is you FOMO in there now and you start just adding to the position and you start entering and you start believing, or you're trying to catch a falling knife. Not with a scalp, but with size, right? I do believe the time is coming for us to have a rally. I do believe that we are going to have a rally very, very soon, but it's not the time to start layering in, okay? So that said, TLDR, I think we are going much lower on the daily chart, sub 60, possibly sub 50. I am looking at a short-term bounce here towards the 70,000 region. If and when that happens, I am going to close my scalp position and wait for a lower low formation, a market structure shift on the 15-minute chart. Once that happens, I'm going to start layering into the position with a stop loss up here at $74,000. I'm going to update you all about it on the Telegram channel. So it's, if you don't know what this is, it's the Telegram channel. So this is what I'm doing. Now, here's what I would recommend. Obviously, I can't tell you what to do, but here's what is basically a no-brainer to do. One is that we do have an incredible campaign running. So if you're not familiar with 𝗕𝗘𝗙, they are friends, they are partners here on the channel. They are a non-KYC available exchange worldwide. They're based in Singapore. I met the team, incredible people, very, very good tech, very OG people, knowing everybody, the founders. I met the founders themselves. I'm in good relationship with them. The most important thing is that now we have a campaign running. If you deposit, if you signed up already, if you already signed up using our link in the description, or you're just signing up now, if you go to this page, it's gonna be on top of the description, and you click, there will be a register here button, which I clicked now, but there will be a register here. If you deposit $100, $200, you get $20 bonus. If you deposit $1,000, you get $100 bonus. This is a bonus that you can just simply come here and use. It's gonna be here, vouchers, and you can simply just use it. Click on there and trade with it. This scalp position is the perfect thing to trade with the voucher because it's basically risk-free, okay? So you're trading against the trend, but it's a scalp, it is risk-free. Just deposit $1,000, sign up using our link, or if you have already signed up, log in, click on register on this page, and then simply deposit whatever you want and get the bonus and trade with it. Guys, truly appreciate you. Make sure to join in the Telegram, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure to take advantage of this bonus campaign. It's not gonna last for a long time. They didn't even want to do it because it's kind of like, you know, anyway, but if you deposit, now you can get this free money to trade with. Okay, guys, appreciate you a lot. I'll see you tomorrow. Check out this video. This is going to be the video about how I called the top now, as I did in October, and why it matters and why we're going to sub 60. Take care.